Hello, and welcome to 5 Minutes with Nate. This month's topic is starting strong. Now I want to discuss ESY. But whoa. We're starting the year and we're discussing summer, extended school year, ESY? Oh, okay, just wait a second. Why we're doing that is now is the time to look at the student to see if they're going to need ESY in the future. So, ESY, extended school year, what does it mean? Means when the school year is over, but a student goes home in the summer, what do? Most students play, explore, read, vacations. Some watch TV, some just play video games. But some students go home and they lose their progress, lose their learning, lose a lot of time. And so if we don't provide something for them, their delay is going to increase, and there's going to be more struggles, more barriers. It's not what fits their needs. It's not FAPE, free appropriate public education. So, how do we decide if ESY is needed or not? So first, ESY is not. It's not for students who learn slowly. It's not a summer school. ESY is about, there's a serious need. It's not about slow progress. It's not about student who has a delay, so, they just need summer school. Well, no, that's not the point of ESY. It's different. It's about a critical need. And if we don't do something, everything is lost. So it's not just about delays, because a student who's delayed isn't necessarily lost. We can just make sure we're doing good teaching during the year. ESY is not an automatic thing. It's not, preschool student, that type of kid. It's a very individualized process. Sometimes a student will get it for a few years and then later they won't need it. Some students will need it every year. But we need to discuss and consider it every year. It's never automatic. So what is ESY? So really there's two situations. A regression and recoupment. That's important for this time of year. So say that a student comes back, not the first day of school, but a week or so into school, you give them some tests, see how they're doing, where they are right now, and we notice, they have regressed so much. Then we're going to teach for a few weeks, and if they're starting to catch back up, okay, we're fine. They'll be okay. We just need to teach them well. But if we're teaching 2-3 weeks in and they still have not made any catch-up progress, we're going to need ESY to avoid that remaining delayed. The second is critical period. So, for example, a student who has not had language arrives to school in April. So in April and May, they start picking it up, and school is finishing, but they just started learning language. They just started understanding. And if we stop now, that is not a good situation. That, 3 months of summer is vital, is so critical. And if we stop now, it's not good, not beneficial, not healthy for the student. So regression and recoupment. It takes a long time to catch them up if we let these delays happen. In some states that I've seen, they'll say 8 weeks to measure if it's recoupment or not. Some states say 2 weeks. Each state is going to be a little bit different. Each location is going to be a little different. So we need to hold discussions, especially with your principal, about what it means. What do you see? How often are you testing? I've seen some teachers, instant regression. Oh my gosh, that means ESY. You got to teach a bit, see if they recoup, if they catch up. If, after some serious time in teaching, they may need it. So we need to have data. We need to have proof as to why we're asking for ESY. At the same time, If a student just got ESY, our data is not, oh, they just had ESY, so they need it again. What happened during that ESY? Was it successful or not successful? Did it work too well? And they're making too much progress. We need to look at that data. So how do we determine ESY? It's an IEP team decision. But a teacher should have a proposal ready before the IEP meeting, because we want everything ready, the data ready, our proposal ready, so that the IEP team can actually discuss and decide together. So we need to figure out yes or no. Do they need ESY? And the data is really going to tell us that story. If they need it, the data should be there. And which goal or goals are we going to use in ESY? ESY doesn't have new goals. ESY is about maintenance of goals. Sometimes that doesn't mean all the goals. Sometimes it might need just one area. I've seen often reading or math, maybe ASL, and probably other areas may not need it. But the data is going to tell us that. How much time do we need? Because ESY is a one-on-one process, it's going to be a lot less time. Honestly, it typically might be an hour, maybe 2 hours in a week. And that doesn't necessarily mean the whole summer either. It could just mean 6 weeks. And that's enough. We have to look at the student, look at the data, look at what we can provide. Sometimes a summer camp is enough. Sometimes it might have to be in a home. Each situation is going to be different. So one thing we need to understand is that ESY is not a common, all students need it thing. Of course, all students would benefit from one-on-one instruction during the summer, but it's not the point of ESY. ESY is about a serious need needs to be addressed. It's not about just handing out random time. Okay, if you have questions about ESY, it is a complicated thing, it is a sensitive thing, and each state's a little different. Please chat with your principal. Okay, that's 5 Minutes with Nate. Have a great day.